Juno. I mentioned in a recent video that I'm a cat mom now, and his name is Juno. And he's the cutest, most handsome, loving little Junie little cat I could ever ask for. And he has a dog sister and a dog brother who's drinking. He'll probably make, excuse me. So this is Junie. This is Juno. He's helped open my heart chakra. And this is his brother. These are my kids. Now let's talk about Juno. Where is your video? Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can you move out the way, please? Thanks. Okay, excuse me. All right, let's get to Junie. Let's get to Juno. The meaning and significance of Juno. Juno is a boy. However, Juno is a feminine energy. The name Juno holds deep spiritual significance tied to divine feminine, sacred partnerships, and the power of commitment. For me, the arrival of my gray and white cat named Juno during a 4 numerology cycle was no coincidence. It was a profound symbol of nurturing relationships and grounding feminine energy in my life. And I want to explore the meaning behind this guy and the significance of him and why he's so special to me. He's probably going to leave. Ooh, okay. All right. I took him from his comfy spot. He was laying down. Come on. Leave him alone. All right. So, in Roman mythology, Juno is the goddess of marriage, commitment, and the feminine principle. She represents sacred partnerships, loyalty, and the nurturing aspects of relationships. In astrology, the asteroid Juno symbolizes how we approach long-term partnerships and the qualities we seek in a soulmate. And so key themes of Juno in mythology and astrology are divine feminine energy, sacred partnership and commitment, balance of independence and union, and nurturing and honoring relationships. So Juno invites us all to reflect on the dynamics of love and relationships, and not just romantic, but the bonds that we nurture with ourselves and others. Juno asks us to examine what commitment, loyalty, and harmony mean in our lives. And so in numerology, a 4 cycle is all about building strong foundations, focusing on stability, and nurturing what truly matters. It's grounded, practical, and it asks us to create habits and routines and relationships that are supportive and long-lasting to us. Excuse me. Well, I'm talking about Juno. He's trying to open the door. I'm not opening the door right now. Okay, key themes of a 4 cycle: building strong foundations, focusing on stability and structure, nurturing meaningful relationships, embracing grounded and practical energy. And so during my 4 cycle, I feel a deep pull towards creating balance and structure and better habits in my life, as well as opening up and healing my heart chakra. And so it aligned perfectly with the themes of Juno, which were commitment and harmony. And then Juno came into my life when I lived here at this 4 cycle location, and his arrival felt more like he was meant for me. He's nurturing. He brought me a sense of calm and balance. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Juno the cat represents a grounded feminine energy, a reminder to nurture relationships and self-care, and an embodiment of balance and harmony. I'm a masculine woman who takes control. I've been living in my masculine energy for a long time, and learning to, I think I got cat hair in my eye, yay. And learning to maneuver from a feminine energy, feminine space, honor my feminine energy is super key and huge to me right now. And all of the alignment is just beautiful. So, and Juno represents that for me. Excuse me. Juno's energy is deeply tied to the divine feminine, nurturing, intuitive, and creative. And for me, his arrival was a call to lean into these qualities and to nurture not only my relationships with myself, but also with others. And so I'm honoring my intuition more. Guys, can you leave him alone? I'm honoring my intuition more. I'm creating space for nurturing connections. And I'm strengthening my relationship. Excuse me. Come here. Thanks. And I'm honoring and strengthening my relationship with myself. Juno reminds me that nurturing relationships starts with nurturing myself, and that when I pour into my own well-being, I can show up more fully and authentically for the people that I care about. And I think it's interesting that he's a cat, because like, he's my first cat. I'm a dog mom. I've had dogs my entire life. And I love dogs. They're my favorite animal. I love animals, but like, I love the bond and connection with dogs. I love, even though it gets on my nerves a little bit, I love that they follow me everywhere. But also, in a way, dogs are kind of like codependent, right? They're a little bit codependent, and a lot of times, if you don't enforce them, the boundaries aren't really there. Like, there's no boundaries there. But cats have boundaries. Like, if he doesn't want to be downstairs with me, he's not going to be downstairs with me. But he chooses to be around when he wants to be around. But if I just bring him down, most of the time he stays, to be honest. But unlike a dog that just follows me everywhere, Juno follows me almost everywhere, but he has his boundaries when he wants his boundaries. And that's fine. I have to learn to respect that and honor those boundaries. And I think that that's beautiful during this chapter of my life. In astrology, Juno represents the qualities we value in a soulmate, as well as the lessons we need to learn in partnerships. They teach balance and how to honor our independence while also committing to deep, meaningful connections, which is Juno. We have a deep, meaningful connections, but he wants to be around when he wants to be around. He wants to interact with the dogs when he wants to interact with the dogs. And it's not just like how dogs are always like, yeah, what's next? Cats just kind of chill, and they have those boundaries, which is kind of helping me learn those boundaries. So, can you stop scratching that? And why are you in his face? Ace and Juno. Ace is still learning to like him in his space. And Juno, for some reason, likes to mess with him because he's the one who doesn't like him in his space while we're speaking of boundaries. So Juno's influence has helped me reflect on the relationships in my life, showing me where I need to set boundaries and where I need to pour more love and where I need to let go of patterns that no longer serve me. And so it doesn't feel like a coincidence that he came into my life during this 4th chapter. He's a cat and his name is Juno. I mean, I know I picked his name, but all of these things are meaningful for me in my life. His presence is a reminder for me to slow down, to nurture what matters, and to honor the beauty of connection. And the name Juno carries energy of commitment, harmony, divine feminine power, qualities that I've been learning to embrace during this chapter, this 4 cycle. And so the universe, I just really love it, because the universe has a way of sending us exactly what we need when we need it. And Juno's arrival was like, feels very divine. Not only that, I got to do another video about this house because Foxy sent me this house. Hummingbirds were all over this house. And my guides in this life, I know, are animals. I'm an animal girl, but Foxy was one specific earth angel for me. She sent me this house and speaks to me through hummingbirds. And she knew I needed to focus on healing my heart. I've been moving very masculine, like survival, creating the life that I want to create, but I also need to move from a more feminine space, feminine energy, and Juno's a reminder of that. So it's just like animals and everything have a great connection for me. If you feel connected to Juno's energy, whether through astrology, mythologies, or symbolism, symbolism. Reflect on your relationships, create a sacred space for you, nurture yourself first, stay open to synchronicities, and honor your inner Juno. Embrace your feminine energy and use it to create balance and harmony in all of your life. So, just as a reminder, Juno represents so much more than a name. He's eating, but I'm going to go grab him. Come here, you got to be here for the end of the video. Little duty. You got to be here, duty. So as a reminder, this guy, Juno, represents so much more than a name. He's a symbol of love that wants to go eat, harmony, divine energy, and he welcomes a great spiritual experience into my life. He's like, bitch, I'm trying to eat. You just took me for my food. That's Juno. He loves me. They all love me. Anyways, if you resonate with this, I'm distracted because I love them and I'm getting hungry. But if you resonate with this, take time to reflect on your connections in your life, the synchronicities in your life, the animals in your life, your heart, heal your heart, maneuver from your feminine energy if you're used to maneuvering from your masculine energy. It's time to live a little bit of a softer life. Open up that heart chakra and allow more intimate connections and relationships in your life. And you don't have to be in survival mode all the time. So I just wanted to say that. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.